2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The match point tower, perched high at We Are. Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors. We know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
And for LaVine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
Now here's Thompson. The shot by Curry, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Here's Markkanen over Green. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Draymond's skill set is off the chain. He can shoot the ball, he's comfortable on the block, and that time he put it on the deck and made a play.
LaVine can't hit. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. It's Thompson off the drive. No good that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Over in the corner, White. With the floater. Green with the rebound.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Here's Markkanen after the made shot from Klay Thompson. For 3, LaVine. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The drive by Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Just an exceptional take to the hoop by Green there. Looking to see him go for slams like that more.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
LaVine kicks to Porter. Outside, LaVine. To end the cold streak. Nice D from Russell.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
It's good. And it's 6 points for Draymond Green.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one. And they bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Thompson passes to Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Green's got 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside, LaVine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And Russell gets it to go.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg. He never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He just wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Draymond Green. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Burks in for D'Angelo Russell. Curry. And the shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Levine. Back to Dunn. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Levine. Shoots over Burks. Levine can't hit.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Porter with the steal. To the paint, here's Young, and Young slams it home.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
It's Curry with the drive. Good work there as it goes. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Dunn. And here's Levine, guarded by Curry. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Dunn. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Dunn outside. Teardrop shot. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Robinson drives in, and he's off on his first shot of the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Levine with it. From 12 feet out, they get it back. Here's Markkanen, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
If Markkanen can do this, play a little bully ball from time to time, watch out.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game, and Markkanen drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Curry kicks to McKinney, passes it to Burks. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the...
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Valentine. Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 spot.
And they continue to control the glass.
And last year, the Bulls having issues moving the ball was actually a strength for them in the seasons prior.
Totally agree. You look at all the relevant team assist stats. The Bulls were bottom 5 in all of them. This team, they fall into too much isolation for stretches.
Down low, here's Dunn, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Beautiful play by Dunn. You see the power, the body control, not to be denied.
Different look here for the Warriors. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Russell in for Steph Curry. The Bulls making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. Bulls trail by 10. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Satoransky against Burks. Valentine wide open. He fires, drills the three-pointer. Valentine's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Dunn picks one up.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019.
White, he's checked in for Chicago. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
The drive by Russell, and that one is good. Russell's got 6. Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson. Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go. And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Chicago making some changes. Young's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Porter comes in for Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Satoransky. Bucket is good.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
Here's Porter. Off the left rim and out.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Porter against Cauley Stein. They kick it out to Green. Now Burks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Rebound collected by LaVine.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Russell finds Cauley Stein. Russell inside, guarded by LaVine, and Russell gets it to go. Russell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. For Chicago, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Outside, LaVine. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Young outside. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Curry subbed in for Alec Burks. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Markkanen's checked in. Russell kicks to Green. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Porter passes to LaVine. Knocks down the 3 ball. LaVine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. From past the arc, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Count it, good. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Levine looking around. Outside, White lets it go with a three. Good on the triple. White's got 8 points in the quarter.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, what are you... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Carter, that's good.
One criticism of Jim Boylan before getting extended was his offense. Called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And White kicks to Porter. Lobs it up for Levine, and the jam by Levine.
You love the execution here. Well-timed pass. Zach Levine showing off that 41-inch vertical.
And Steve, for Boylan, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylan focus on player development and defense.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Klay Thompson. Here's Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And D'Angelo Russell was expected to be targeted this past summer. Ends up as a sign and trade to the Warriors. Was going to leave Brooklyn after the Durant signing no matter what. Should be an interesting fit.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Green, the pass to McKinney. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Satoransky comes in for Zach Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Here's Valentine. Carter outside. Here's Satoransky. That one falls coming off Carter's feet.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Curry against Dunn. Curry with the defensive effort.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
The three from Valentine. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. McKinney, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 7. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Carter down low, working on Cauley-Stein. He gets that one. 6 points for Wendell Carter.
The thing about Carter, even though he loves to play back to the basket, he can also face up and knock down the jumper.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Robinson comes in for Russell. Young's checked in for Chicago. There's the pass to Dunn. A floater. Tapped in, coming off the assist from Young. Dunn's got 5 points so far. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Dunn's shot's good.
Love that little floater by Chris Dunn. He's trying to make it a weapon.
Curry attacking. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bulls trail by 5. Dunn looking over the floor. Shoots over Curry. Again, Chicago.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
Outside for Robinson. Here's Green. Here's McKinney. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Dunn against Curry. Dunn outside. And here is Valentine. 6 on the shot clock. Young from outside. That one, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to McKinney. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Robinson kicks it to Looney. Robinson down low. Satoransky covering. Robinson, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Dunn. Another one falls for Chicago.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
Here's Curry. The shot comes out, and so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Bulls and small forward and power forward. Porter and Young. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Markkanen in at the 5. Back to White. Pass to Young. And he banks in the layup.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Curry. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Every night from Steph puts so much pressure on the defense because he's always looking to attack.
Curry against White. And Looney sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Golden State. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Burks. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. That shot off. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. And Curry, here we go. And he makes that one. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Levine against Thompson. Levine dishes to White. Right side, Porter. Levine's wide open. And that one swishes right in.
I like letting someone else play the setup, man. Levine just has to catch and hit the shot.
Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Bulls trail by 8. Markkanen passes to Porter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. Passes to White from deep. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thompson finds Curry. Stolen by Levine. 3-on-3. Count it from 12.
When they go up-tempo and push the action, they are speaking Zach LaVine's language.
Curry passes to Russell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Free throw good, Russell. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher. But his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
And it goes down 2 points.
A developing shot maker. I'm a fan of Russell's unwavering commitment to his craft.
White looking around, trying to get open as Carter. And it's White missing. Warriors leading by 10. Thompson dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Levine. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside, White shoots over Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from White.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And it's Russell missing. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. And there's the pass to Levine. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Curry. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's got 26 points.
There have been a number of heat checks here for Curry, but he keeps on rolling.
Levine for 3. Chicago with a new 14. A fader. The shot that time not on target.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Ollie Stein finds Green. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Now here's Levine. He dishes it to Markkanen. Great D that time from Green. Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
And the Bulls making a change here. Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Levine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Evans. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Satoransky looking around. Arcidiacono kicks to Satoransky. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.